Welcome to My Alpha Empowerment. This is Josh, and today's video topic is let confidence take over. You would be surprised how many men on this planet allow insecurity and fear to dictate all of their decisions in life. And today I want to give you 3 simple techniques you can use to not only get rid of insecurity and fear, but to let confidence take control over your life and over your decisions so you can have the funnest, most amazing life you could ever imagine. And not only is life just about enjoying it, but you really do want to make progress. You want to meet awesome women, okay? And you want to find that particular woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And if you're not attractive to most of them, you won't be attractive to that one. Okay, so before I go into those 3 special techniques to let confidence take control over your life, I want you guys to just imagine right now, back in high school or any other moment in your life where you saw another confident guy. And ask yourself right now, were you jealous of that guy at that time? The answer is most likely yes, okay? Because I can do the same exact thing myself. It's always usually back in high school when we're in that development stage as a man. But the reason I want you guys to imagine that right now is because I want to point out the main reasons why he was like that. Now, that man in particular was raised in an environment that allowed him to express those alpha male confident traits without any apologies. Somehow he was raised in that environment and people built him up. People told him he can be whatever he wants to be. And if you're listening right now and you weren't raised in an atmosphere like that, I want you guys to realize that you can start fresh today. And I want to be that guy to coach you right now. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter how dorky you may have been. You can be Don Juan if you want to be, okay? And I promise you guys, if you make that commitment to growth, you will see the success rate go up. You just got to commit to it and you got to allow time to take its course. Okay guys, so my first technique to allowing confidence to take control of your life is choosing the right company. Choosing the right company. Choosing the right friends. Choosing the right social circles you're involved with. This right there will literally be the end or the beginning of your confidence as a man. If you are hanging around guys that are constantly telling you that you are a loser, or even subconsciously without even saying those words, putting you down or ignoring you, you've got to get out of those scenarios, okay? And I also made a video, it's better to be alone than to be with a bunch of people that don't respect you. Because if you're by yourself, at least you can build yourself up and then meet new friends from there. And the thing is, when you're surrounded by negative people, their mindsets, their belief systems are going to rub off on you. Through their words, through their actions, through their decisions, it's going to slowly manipulate your mind just like a clay. It's going to slowly mold that statue into what they want it to be molded into. And even if you're a strong man, it is going to slowly bring you down. But only you as a man can control who is let into your life. Now, if you look at the most successful people on the planet, some of the richest guys on the planet, if you really see who they hung out with all those years, you would be astounded. You would literally be astounded. And you would realize the importance of who you surround yourself with. That will affect your outcome in life. I want you guys to take an honest look at friends in your life. People that you're close to. I'm not telling you to cut out everybody in your life, okay? I'm telling you to take an honest look and really ask yourself, are they really building me up? Are they inspiring me to make more money in life? Are they inspiring me to become more successful, to build other people up? And if you can answer those questions honestly, you will be fine. Just go in, only you can do this as a man. Just go in there and observe and decide who you want to keep in your life. And all will be well. All will be well. All right, so my second technique to letting confidence take control is choosing the right thoughts. They dictate your direction in life. I talk about when you're driving down the road. If you're looking in the rear view mirror when you're going forward, you're going to either A, run off the road, B, hit somebody head on, or C, just completely kill yourself and everybody else around you, all right? And we do not want that to happen in your life, all right? So how do we choose the right thoughts? Well, thoughts are formed by words. And how do we choose the right words that get into us? Well, it's what we listen to, things that we watch on TV, on the computer, on the internet, being around certain people. That goes back to the first technique. And if you are listening to trash all day long, trashy music, trashy shows, not just morally wrong, but things that are literally telling you that you have no control of your life anymore, and things that are causing you to be lazy, those are going to start to form the thoughts in your mind. And if they are in your mind, they're going to control your decisions in life. And if you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling needy, if you're feeling desperate, and you're feeling like you can't attract the woman of your desire, it's because wrong thoughts are in your mind. And it's going to take some time to make that shift from the negative realm to that positive realm. But the first thing to really get to that point is to realize that you are having bad thoughts. Now, for me personally, the best way for me to choose right thoughts is to listen to good stuff. I don't necessarily focus on, I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to cut this out, and then just basically fill up on nothing. I focus on success. I focus on listening to guys who are more successful than I am, guys that are more healthier than I am, guys that are in better physical shape than I am, and before I know it, I don't even have time to listen to crap on TV or on the internet. All right, so you want to focus on the do's and you won't do the don'ts. All right, guys, my third and final technique to letting confidence take control over your life is to start acting confident, whether you feel like it or whether you don't. Real men face fear head on, all right? And if you're not used to approaching women that you found attractive your whole life, you will feel some fear. You're going to feel some uncomfortable emotions when you go to do that. But that doesn't mean you aren't confident, all right? Okay, guys, so the key right here is to take action immediately. Just like somebody working out in the gym, when they're first in there for like the first time ever, they've got no muscle mass. Of course, they're going to feel a little bit anxious when they go to lift that bar. But the more they do it, the stronger they get. And they realize that all that fear about not getting stronger will vanish once they start going out and taking action themselves. And really, guys, it's the same thing when it comes to approaching women you are attracted to. When you first start to do it, all you're going to be thinking is, I hope she doesn't reject me. I hope she doesn't think I'm a creep. But the more you do it and the more you make adjustments, you're going to start to realize that hot women out there are not your worst enemy. In fact, they want you to be confident. They literally are begging guys, please, I just want a confident guy to show me a good time. That's all I'm asking for. And when you start to realize that, guys, life becomes more pleasant. You start to make progress. You start to accomplish those dreams you always wanted to accomplish. Alrighty, guys, so the 3 techniques in summary to letting confidence take control is number 1, choose the right company. Who you surround yourself with is going to impact your direction and your outcome in life. Technique number 2, choose the right thoughts. And we choose the right thoughts by choosing the right things to listen to. Listening to people that are more successful than us, and that will dramatically impact the way we think. And if we can impact the way we think, we will produce new ways of living. And 3, my favorite and final technique to letting confidence take control of your life is to start acting confident, whether you feel like it or not. Okay, if I waited till I felt confident to actually be confident, I would never be at the place I am right now. If we always have to wait for a feeling, we are not being a real alpha male, because alpha males, like I said, look fear directly in the eye and take it out. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I encourage you to sign up for my empowerment list, where I will send you inside information and chances to purchase my products. Be empowered.